Hello and welcome to Efficient Strategy Gaming. Today we're going to be playing Panzer Corps 2 on Generalismus mode, and we're going to be on the scenario Rostov. I have deployed my units with a basic strategy of having the infantry on both sides of tanks in the middle so that the tanks can strafe from side to side if they need to in order to take out enemy armor. So let's see how that strategy works. I put most of my Stukas in the middle here so that they can do the same. I kind of know what's going to happen here. There's going to be a ton of armor and infantry in all the cities. That's just your normal Panzer Corps play style. That's the way the AI plays. So I think that is all my actions. I deleted all of my Panzer 38Ts to harvest them for prestige because I'm not going to be able to upgrade them, so might as well get the prestige from them. Let's end the turn. Oh, I have more heroes to assign. Okay. Let's see what heroes need to be assigned here. Let's get off von Dumkopf. He's got all the heroes in the world there. Resilient, cannot lose more than half of max strength in one go. So I would like to place that on one of my pioneer units. And he has ferocious defense there, so we'll give him a resilient as well. And that way he can attack a city that's potentially not well prepared for, well prepped for the attack and still be successful, hopefully. Okay, this guy seems to be able to go further. Hopefully there's no fighter there. There is a fighter over there. Actually, let's go over here so that one of these planes from the other side can help out. Don't see any anti-air yet. Okay, it looks like they're going to have a big motor pool of tanks over here. So these Stukas are going to be fairly easy to defend in this formation over here. I think that it's better to concentrate your forces. There's definitely going to be a guy over here. Yep. I put my strategic bombers on this side so that they'd be able to help out with just suppressing all the units here in Kharkov. Okay, we got the double artillery set up over there. Let's just focus on defending our strategic bombers and taking out their fighter. And it looks like we have a perfect defense for all the units right here, except for this guy. Hopefully we can get him out of there this turn. Oh, he's not going to be able to be useful this turn. But luckily I upgraded this pioneer. Alright, turn one, prestige plays. That's what I like to see. Take the prestige away from the enemy turn one is always a good plan. We're already going to have a lot of problems here. And I'm going to need someone to shift over. That's what you like to see. Von Dumkopf is ready to go again. So I think that it's actually not a bad strategy to just take out Kharkov first and then wheel around. It is a shorter distance just to go to Rostov right here. But as soon as we secure our flank, we'll be able to move with everyone straight through here. Hopefully there's no counterattack here, but history tells us that there will be. But there's no objectives up here. So after we eliminate one side of the map, we should be able to concentrate everything. As you can see, I don't have a lot going on here in the southern portion of the map. So this guy is vulnerable. That might have been a huge mistake. We'll have to see here. I'm not sure if just von Doomkopf is going to be able to take that all alone by himself. That doesn't look like a very good attack there. But what I can start to do is surround... Let's see, what are their... What's the range here? 3. Okay, so if I put this guy over here, he'll be able to be attacked by that artillery piece. I don't like that. Move him up carefully, but basically these tanks are going to be able to do whatever they want. That might hamper their movement just a little bit. I'm basically just moving the infantry up in a line. That might be an okay spot for him, I'm not sure, and he can be defended by that artillery piece, but it's not very strong. It would have been better to play a turn and then see how everyone was set up. The tanks are not too concerned about the artillery. So I'm not worried about his position right there. I don't think this infantry could come out and hit him though. That's a little risky. This guy only has 2 ammo left. Start maneuvering here and see what we can accomplish. Wondering if he can't just come up and tap this guy. Nope. Oh, he has double move anyway. So we can try to hamper the enemy's movement here. I could move him forward a little bit, but I'm not sure if there's artillery or infantry that could support these tanks. That would be great. Oh, and I moved him and now I can't attack. That was a big mistake. Let's move him around into a better spot. Really taking my time this turn here. These tanks can move either direction as well because of the great mobility here in Panzer Corps 2 of tanks. So this guy's hanging out in the wind a little bit. They could pick on him, and they could maybe target one of these tanks. So let's see what they do. I think everyone's moved. Looks like they have some UI adjustments here. So if you're under strength, it looks like the strength number is marked in red. I also noticed that you can toggle a mini-map. I don't think that was in Panzer, like the first version of Panzer Corps, so there must have been an update that came out. Okay, that was good to see. We came up way ahead on that. Not so good there, but that was okay. I'm hoping that guy came out of Mariupol. If he did, that would be a big win for us, because he lost all of his entrenchments. And this guy's going to get finished off by the tank. Nope. They put that tank in a close quarters situation. Oh no. The Romanian cavalry. I think it was Romanian. Maybe it was Hungarian. Who did we lose? Romanian cavalry. So that is an acceptable loss, I guess. I don't really like any of those losses. Just want to put a little hurt on that guy. And I'm hoping that they don't have any more fighters, but typically they do as you move down the map. This guy's already fully suppressed, so he can't fire back. We won't worry about fighter escorts. That might be a mistake. We'll have to see here. This guy would be my first choice to kill. This guy being second because they're in way too deep. This guy's in a close quarters situation. My infantry should be able to do pretty well against him, and we can. Let's put a little hurt on him as well. Sometimes it's good to spread out the suppression. Okay, let's do that one more time. Von Doomkopf is such an asset. He can't attack anymore, but we can start swinging him back south. I have a feeling... So this guy's on an airbase. Yeah. We're not going to do too well against him. What is that, a KV-1? KV-2, Jesus. Look at the cupola of that thing. Literally looks like it was taken off a battleship or something. In my opinion, completely useless. But whatever. You could see that thing coming from a mile away. How could you get in a hull down position with that thing? Okay, so this guy's encircled. He only has one shot. And if we attack him, it's not really going to help us because we can't penetrate the armor. So we're just going to have to wait for the Stuka's next turn. It's not the best option. My tanks can wheel around. We don't really have to worry about anything coming from here. I think it would have already shown up. Step, sidestep, sidestep. Nice little surrender, but he loses his ability to attack because it was not an overrun. I just got to pick on this guy because this is the one situation that the infantry will be able to do a lot of damage to him. So we can set up an overrun encirclement. Did not micro these units the perfect way, but when do you ever do that, right? He's going to have to come over to support. And these guys should all be encircled. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. Okay, so these guys just have to hold. And then I can swing my air back down here to the south. Didn't expect them to do that well, considering I didn't give him any armored units. Oh, he can still move. Okay. He's hanging out in the wind a little bit, but maybe they'll lay off my suppressed infantry units there. He's not one of my Patreon tanks, so that's his job. Move up. Always move your units up towards the final objective if you can. like this guy right here. He's not going to support unless one of the infantry come out of Kharkov, which I doubt they will. So at turn 3, Kharkov would be nice. I don't think we're going to get it because of that big old tank in the way. Oh, I wish that guy would have died right there. That would have been fun. Wow, that artillery. I'm going to need some Stukas there. We need to get some HP superiority on that artillery around Kharkov. Yeah, and they are just... ouch. That was interesting. The infantry supported... oh, because it's Pioneer, it supported the artillery there. That was pretty cool. Wow, that just looked like mayhem right there. Okay, Stukas cannot reach there. I really need all my Stukas for the hard targets, though. They need some help over here. I need this guy gone so that I can focus on the city. And then we really need these artillery to be quite suppressed. Von Doomkopf might have to come back. I mean, we can't even do damage here. Okay. If this guy retreats back, maybe Von Doomkopf could overrun him as well. He can move up and attack there. Alright, so he's going to continue to move down. We don't want to put him in any city tiles. Same with Wes. We're not going to put him in a city tile, but... God, that AT is right there. Let's see if we can't shadow him from the AT somehow. Something like this. He's not going to attack. It's going to be a 4 level of suppression against him, huh? We got to dig in sometime, though. This guy next turn, can get right next to the artillery. I guess I should do that move. However, we're leaving this base open. No. We can get the base next turn somehow. That looks like a good attack. This guy actually might have to rebase. I guess he could do an attack there, but it's not really effective. Can't rebase. Okay, never mind. Just get this guy out of the way. Prioritize the tanks and the fighters. Wow, that didn't do anything. That's crazy. Okay, Army Group South here is really missing von Doomkopf. Okay, I'm pretty sure that that should be an overrun. It doesn't look like it's going to give us the overrun, though. Damn. This guy's in a tough spot. Should be overrun city. Guess I misread that one. This is a great positioning by the AI. Nice, he got him. Let's move these guys around. Now this guy's pretty encircled. He's going to have 4 shots though. But he's encircled. So we made short work of that pocket. Let's move this guy into a very safe position over here. Okay, and that was turn 3. Hopefully Tom over here, or sorry, Wes is safe. It's usually Tom that gets all the hurt. That's okay. No big deal there. Looks good. Nice. I'm sorry about not being able to put out Panzer Corps videos consistently, but I just really need to concentrate on a single game here instead of shifting from Magic the Gathering Arena to Hoi 4 to Panzer Corps. I was really trying to figure out Panzer Corps for a while there though, and to see which way I wanted to do. I really want to do a Rommel, let's see, a Generalismus Rommel Guderian mode playthrough. But I'm not sure if that's possible. I could go Generalismus Guderian because it's hard to like do this live and talk to you guys and kind of play. It's hard. The gameplay suffers pretty much. It doesn't suffer that much, but every single turn, every single move that you do matters, especially in this game. The downstream effects of you losing a unit, like I lost that cavalry unit, could be just a massive snowball. You just don't know. Or it could be very minimal. Okay, I'm glad that we finally got to the bombers. That's a happy day, and we can wrap around here. Oh, Wes. You could dive deep, buddy, and there's an open square right there. Open hex. You're deep, and you're getting replacements. That's really the power of the double move, is that you can move then get replaced. I'm not sure what else it does. If you're able to attack, move, attack. I don't think so. That would be double attack. Okay, fighters are going to go for their other bomber down here. These are quite competent bombers. Petliakov? Petliakov. Let's get a full Junker here. Another full Junker. Just ready to devastate these tanks. This airport is critical right here. It's just crazy how necessary this airport is. I guess a school of thought could be you want less air. It looks like our weather is going to be rain next turn. Oh my goodness. So a school of thought could be you need less air because of the rain, but the air has its own space, obviously. So you can travel past a lot of things. You can double, triple, quadruple attack a hex because you had something in the air, and you know I love my fighters. Let's get this guy moved up. 3-1 or 3-3. This is a better one. I think he'll be able to move back. Is that complete encirclement? No, he's got a space to go for. But I got my tank ready to go. And we can actually infiltrate in here. Just to get that last hit. Get really greedy with it. And we got the surrender. Get out of here. Okay, Kharkov turn 4. I think it was von Dumkov said maybe I could get Kharkov turn 3. Turn 3 Kharkov would be good. I did a lot of deep testing in Panzer Corps 1, and it was not always favorable to take... It was always favorable to take the provinces, the prestige turn 1, but it was not always favorable to take it deeper into the playthrough, because the enemy general is going to be getting prestige little by little, and I don't think that the general could go into negative prestige status. I'm not sure about that. I forget. But it was something like that, to where if you took too many hexes too fast, it was not going to be to your benefit. This guy needs to be suppressed so I can just run him over. Or that could happen. Nice. Okay, we're going to have to engage all of our tanks here. Because what else are they going to do this turn? There's an AT in there. So I'm just setting them up for the nice surround here. Got the surrender. Got the extra prestige there. This guy can make it and do similar amounts of damage. We could go all the way over there. Take away their airport. These guys should be fine in here. I'm just worried about getting them up close. to be in a position to take this objective, especially the Pioneer. So I'm going to try a strategy that I employ occasionally, and that is to not move, just attack, so that you're able to move afterwards. So that's what I did right there. And I don't think that that's entirely obvious to everyone to move like that, but just wanted to point that out. I think we're okay over here. Not sure, but I think we're okay. Let's get these guys moved up to Stalino as fast as we can, so we have 2 axis of advancement here. We'll keep him in the middle so he can go either or. And the foot infantry are good here because there's no roads. They don't have to truck up to move either. I could get aggressive with this. If he's right here, though, he's in a half track. No, he's not. Yeah, he is. Not a well-armored half track. And I think we're good here. I think everyone moved. Nope. Von Doomkopf did not move. So we could come over here. There's going to be an infantry over there 100%. I don't think it would be the best idea to move him there. And I don't want to move him through the fog of war. It's a cozy little spot. It protects my artillery to a certain extent. Sure, a tank could squeeze up through there if they really wanted to, or this infantry. It is a double-threatened square, though, so we have no capability to move our Air Force. That's gonna suck. AI targeting my artillery. I don't think it really matters at this point since we already got Kharkov. That could help. That retreat to the south, because I might be able to get over here quicker. Or it could hurt a lot. Oh, I thought there was an open hex. Okay, there is no open hex there. My bad. The artillery needs to shift over to Belgrade. You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. Wow, they can fire back. If we can get this guy to retreat, maybe an overrun here. That looks okay. This guy can take the town, though, and then maybe get... Oh, because we didn't know he was there. Okay, we can take the town anyway because the double move. Get the surrender because he retreated onto the river. That tank positioning was pretty key. 5-2. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. But it looks like it worked out pretty well. This guy's in a precarious situation here. I think I'm just going to replace him. If I move out of Kharkov, that artillery actually could come up and tag him, I think. It could take back Kharkov. Start with the furthest infantry back. I'm sure that there's an artillery here that I want my tank to move around. Just kind of prep Stalino. Let's get around Stalino. Make sure, yeah, get to that artillery. I'd like to get into that artillery with an armored unit, but not having any recon on this side. Let's do it this way. God, that's such a dive. Gives me a little more recon. Alright. We got away with it. Okay. Retreat. And it's still not a viable attack. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. I'm going to move him up and around. Another dive. Because he's effectively cut off. We can move these guys around and get the encirclement next turn without killing thousands of men. This guy can be one-tapped by the tanks. Is there an artillery behind? I bet you there is. I almost guarantee you there is an artillery back here. Nope, I'm wrong. We can get the encirclement though, but it is risky because if I don't do enough damage, it's not going to be good. Looks like we can do enough. Nice. No surrender though. Alright, and the recon takes it. I was going to play reconless, but seeing as how my prestige is so low, the recon is still working well. Are you kidding me? He didn't die. The recon is still working pretty well. So we're going to keep on going with everything. I doubt that there's an attack off of this river. There could be an attack off that river though. That protects him somewhat. We need to keep the trucks on the road. This looks pretty good. Unfortunately, we've outrun our Air Force a bit because they can't move up in the rain. I did not like that first turn counterattack, but it seems like it's working in our favor now. So let's pass the turn here. I would say, unless they have significant forces in Rostov, we're out of here turn 15. Easy. And we're probably out of here turn 12 or 13, more likely. The key there is I lost an HP, but he wasn't able to reinforce his units. And we can really go ham now. Okay, let's focus on this artillery. Wonder if he does more damage. So he does a suppression. What is the... and a suppression, okay. What I really need is a recon on this town over here because it looks all weird and I have to go through it around this marshy section. These guys have to move up pretty much, but that's okay. I don't think there's any point in sending this guy over here, but he is a weaker unit, so I am going to send him because these guys are going to have to be moved up as well. So we might get overcrowded on our runway here. Oh my goodness, we are going to be overcrowded. So I'm going to go in blind. Wish me luck. Oh boy. Ah! There is a counterattack set up. This guy can reach the river there if we get the artillery to retreat. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm thinking tap, tap. Nice. So he's out of there. Let's get a big force up here. Just need to retreat him onto a river. This is not a good situation for Wes, our tank here. And we got the surrender and the extra prestige there. Let's move him up gingerly. Got a little bit of a logjam over here. He might have to go the long way. My eye still gets a little lost on these maps. Probably going blind. So these guys can support here and whatever's in Rostov. So really short map. Huge tracts of the map where it looks like there's no objective. Just tracks of the Russian steppe there. All right, Stalino. It would be nice to get across here. Oh, if that's possible. We're in business. That's a deep dive. Let's get him around. Moving him up there wouldn't be advised. I think he has a double move, but where's my recon? Holy mackerel. Can a tank just get in there? Wow. That's a town square, though, so I think it's close. Should be close. Yeah. We don't want a tank in there. Stalino. Let's see how this works. Got a few engineers. Nice, we got the surrender, but most of our units have moved. So I don't know if that was the best way to do that, but it's a way to do it for sure. What I would like to do is dive real deep over here and just have all of our tanks follow Von Dümkopf. Von Dümkopf should be fine over here. Should be okay. I know you guys are really worried about Von Dümkopf, so just trying to give you as much reassurance as possible. He's a good guy. He'll be fine. It's okay. It's not like there's going to be 20 tanks from over here, right? Because that's never happened before in Panzer Corps 2. Oh, if this guy could go over there, that would be the perfect spot. Oh, don't mind if I do. Since we have the double move is good just for the reinforcement. I mean, this does not look good. I would like to get these guys in a better position to flank around the river here. Maybe they have a way of combating that, but this guy can mutually support each other. get some artillery, and we can move around aggressively over here if we want to. 1, 2, 3. All right. I think my problem is I gave the half-track to that artillery piece. Never a good thing. You just want to dive all the time. If you just keep them with trucks, you usually stay out of trouble. But you give them that half-track and look what happens. Start diving all over the place. That's the worst place for it to go. Oh my goodness. I'm going to autosave off of that one. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to roll back. This is my first back save. I made a big mistake there. Let's go back. Autosave end turn is not going to work. Unless it kept my undo, which I don't think it does. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, this guy is doomed no matter what. So, alright, I'm going to have to play through that turn, but I'll pretty much do the same moves. And that'll be my first back save of the series. We'll easily get through this and into whatever's next. I'm assuming we're going to go into the Caucasus, liberate Georgia, try to get to the oil in Baku, and then head up north to Moscow. I'm not too sure. Haven't played this all the way through yet. Thanks for joining me, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and I'll see you on the next one.